So this is going to be a very important meeting. It's going to be a meeting with great leaders from a very important part of our planet, the Middle East. And we want to end the war in Gaza. We're going to end it. We're going to end it. Maybe we can end it right now. But they're respected all over the world. They're respected by me in the Oval Office, I can tell you that. They're respected by the United States. And we're here to see if we can get the hostages back and get the war over and get back to life in the Middle East, which is a beautiful life, but it's much more beautiful without wars, right? So I really greatly respect the fact that you're here. And we're going to get it done. We're going to have a meeting if we can agree to something. I'm going to see the people in Israel, including Bibi, and we're going to get something done because it's gone on too long, and we want it to end. And we want to get those hostages back too. We've gotten most of them back. Right now they have 20 hostages and 38 dead bodies. And the parents of those young people that were killed and are right now in body bags, they want their son or daughter back just as much as they wanted them as though they were alive. We have to get them back. We have to get the 38 back, and we have to get the 20 back. And I think we'll be able to do it. This is the group that can do it. More than any other group in the world, this is the group that can do it. So it's an honor to be with you, and we appreciate it. To me, the job you've done is incredible, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, Mr. President, if you don't mind, on behalf of everyone, first of all, thank you very much for hosting such an important meeting, such an important time. I think I'll just make it very brief. The only reason we're here is to stop the war and bring the hostages back. And we count on you and your leadership as well to end this war and to help the people of Gaza. The situation is very, very, very bad there. So we are here to meet and to do everything we can to stop this war and to bring the hostages back. So once again, Mr. President, thank you very much for hosting everybody.
Well, and also a great speech you made today. Really, I watched it. A really great speech. Thank you very much. And you too, my friend. Great speech. You did a great job pounding on that table. I said, how would you like to deal with him when you left? It's not easy. You did a great job. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. We're going to work very hard on this. This is my most important meeting. I've had important meetings. I don't want to insult anybody that we've met with. I had 32 meetings here. But this is the one that's very important to me because we're going to end something that should have probably never started. Thank you very much, everybody. We appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Press. Thank you, Press.
Thank you, Press.
Thank you, Press.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. It's a great honor to be with a friend of mine, Emmanuel Macron, President of France. He's doing a really good job. He's fighting hard. He's fighting on a lot of fronts. He's helping with regard to the Russia-Ukraine catastrophe. And his words of wisdom mean a lot. And we've been friends for a long time now, really, from the first term on. And I appreciate you being here. It's really nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you, Mr. President. I'm very happy to have the opportunity to exchange with President Trump and our teams. And indeed, we have a lot of things to do together, and especially fix these crazy wars we have. And I just saw the message you issued after your meeting with President Zelensky, and I think this is a very right one. I mean, if we back concretely Ukraine in this situation, given the Russian economy is suffering, I mean, there is this opportunity of a good future.
It is.
So we will back it.
I think so. I think so. They're very enthusiastic in a lot of ways. It's been a terrible war. Should have ended, and Russia should have stopped it. But they've been 3.5 years, and they've gotten not so far. So we'll see what happens. But the other side can fight too, and they've proven that. Maybe it could be that Russia's a paper tiger. I don't know what they are, but 3.5 years of fighting and killing everybody, of killing 7,000 people a week for nothing, So it's a very sad situation, but most of you have seen the recent statement I put out a little while ago, and I'm glad you got it. But I feel that way. I really do feel that way. Let them get their land back.
Yep.
So we'll see how it all works out. And in the meantime, I hear France is doing well, and you're doing well. And he's been my friend, and we've gotten along on just about every subject there is to get along with. other than on occasion wine. I say, wouldn't you like to pay a couple of dollars to put the wine into America? But we've always treated you good, right?
We will try to fix all these issues, but we had very good discussions. And I think peace as an objective everywhere,
Right.
Ukraine as the Middle East, is a common objective we have. So we will work hard on that.
Emmanuel has actually helped me with a couple of the wars. We settled 7 wars. The biggest disappointment, but I think that'll happen eventually, is the Ukraine and Russia situation. But we've settled. I thought that was going to be the easiest one because of my relationship with Putin, but unfortunately that's it. Relationship didn't mean anything, unfortunately. But when I needed some advice and when I needed some help in terms of a country in that part of the world, you were always there. And you helped me settle some of these 7 wars. I'm very proud of the 7 wars, but you helped me settle them, and I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Any questions for the President?
President Macron just said that if you want the Nobel Prize, you should put an end to the war in Gaza. What's your response to that?
Well, they say that all together. I mean, it's Gaza, it's Russia, it's everything. I think Gaza's going to come along. We're going to have a very important meeting, and my next meeting actually is going to be very important with leaders in the region. And we're going to talk about Gaza. We're going to see if we can do something about it. We want to stop that. We want to get our hostages back, or their hostages back. We've gotten all of the American hostages, as you know. And Alexander, all of them have been back. Steve Witkoff's done a great job. And Marco always, and everybody. I mean, we have Scott got involved and strongly involved, and from a financial standpoint, we're doing some things that are pretty good. We put Iran out of commission, very important. That was called the bully of the Middle East, and they're out of commission. Now we're going to have a meeting today. I think it's going to be a successful meeting with all of the leaders of many of the biggest, I would say, the most important countries having to do with Gaza, indirectly and directly. And that's going to take place just in a little while. So I'm sure you'll be there, and we could have an outcome very quickly.
What is the recognition of Palestine as a gift to Hamas?
Well, I think it honors Hamas, and you can't do that because of October 7th. You just can't do that. But we want our hostages back, and we don't want them back in 1s and 2s and take the next 2 years to do it. We were the ones that got the hostages back. And I always said, I told Steve, I told Marco, I was always saying the last hostages are going to be the toughest ones. But you can't honor them by doing anything like you suggest. All you can do is say, we want our hostages back, and we want the war to end. We're going to want it to end. But you always have to remember, people forget October 7th was one of the most savage days in the history of the world. There's never been anything like that. We're talking about babies being sliced in half. You're talking about young children having their heads chopped off. You can't forget that.
Would you recognize Palestine if the hostages
And
were
just
back?
perhaps to make it clear on that, I think it's why yesterday 11 countries did recognize Palestine. Not as, I mean, it was not a decision taken like that, neither by UK, nor by Canada, nor by France. It's just a big change. President Trump is totally right. Nobody forgets the 7th of October. I went there a few days after, taking families in my hands, and we experienced all together these horrific attacks. And by the way, we lost a lot of French people in these terrorist attacks. But after almost 2 years of war, what is the result? Once again, they killed the top leaders of Hamas. It works. This is a great achievement. But at the same time, you have as many Hamas fighters as you had the first day. So it doesn't work to dismantle the Hamas. This is not the right way to proceed. So we need a full-fledged process, and we worked very hard on the day after, and I totally share this sequencing. The release of all hostages, the ceasefire, the resume of humanitarian aid, the day after in Gaza to stabilize the land. And we need a political perspective, and this is why we took this decision on recognition.
Well, I have to say that I'm on the side of Israel. I've been on the side of Israel really my whole life. And we are going to get a solution, and it's going to be a solution hopefully that's good for everybody. but it's time to stop. We're going to have that very important meeting. I think the meeting we have coming up in the next hour is going to be one of the most important meetings that we'll have here. Now, we've had some important meetings. We've had some great meetings, and I understand where you are and where other people are too. And we just have to get this solved. We have to get the hostages back. We want to get the war over. That's very important. We're going to end the war, get the hostages back, and we want them all back. We don't want to have one and then we'll give another two in about 3 months from now. We've been doing that for a long time. And in all fairness, we've gotten a lot of hostages back. But you have 20 hostages and you have probably 38 bodies, dead bodies. And the people that I see, and I speak to Israeli families, I was speaking to American families before, but we got them back. But I speak to Israeli families, and they want the son who died, they want their dead son back as much as though he were alive. And it's an amazing thing to see, and it's a horrible thing actually to witness, but I've seen it a lot. So they have 20 hostages, they have 38 dead bodies, and we have to have them back, and we have to have them back immediately. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Press. Thank you, Press.
Well, thank you very much. It's a great honor to be with a very powerful, very smart woman and a friend of mine, become a friend of mine. And she does a fantastic job running lots of different nations. And Ursula, thank you very much for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here. And very much looking forward to our conversation. I think
Yes.
it will be mainly around Ukraine,
Right?
the missing children, and certainly the new hybrid threats we are experiencing in Europe. So thank you very much for making the time.
Well, thank you very much. And we will have a very good conversation. Any questions, please?
How soon do you think, sorry, Madam President, how soon do you think that Europe can stop buying Russian oil and gas fluid like President Trump has asked for?
Yeah, President Trump is absolutely right. We're on it. We have reduced already massively the gas supply from Russia, completely gotten out of Russian coal, and massively also reduced the oil supply, but there's still some coming to the European continent. So what we do now, we put sanctions out to those ports where, for example, LNG is coming from Russia. And we want to put tariffs on oil supplies that are still coming to the European Union. So we are really getting, after the last bits of oil and gas coming from Russia to the European Union, we want to get rid of it.
When do you think you'll be able to do that? You previously said 2027 and you're looking at a quicker timeline.
We want to be out earlier, absolutely. So till the end of the year, we have the phasing out. We have now the sanctions on the table proposed. Member states have to agree. But we have to be faster because every payment is filling Putin's war chest. This cannot be.
Mr. President, it's nice to see you. During your speech to the General Assembly, you talked about the UN not reaching its potential. Do you see any kind of consequence if they don't step up and do what they should on a number of issues?
Well, they've never really reached, not just now, they've never reached their potential. The UN could be unbelievable with certain people running it. And no, it's never reached the potential. Look, I put out 7 wars, if you think about it, and I'm not the UN, and I wasn't helped by the UN. I was never even given a phone call. But you have a list of the wars, and these were wars that were pretty much unstoppable. These are wars that were not going to be settled. One was 31 years, one was 32 years, one was 35 years, and altogether a total of 7. 2 were starting. And I was never called by the UN. I was never like, I didn't even think about it, frankly, until after we did it. I never gave it a lot of thought. And then recently I started thinking, you know, we were never helped by the UN. And the UN has tremendous potential, tremendous potential. It's going to hopefully put out the wars themselves. I mean, someday it's going to do what I've been doing. And they should be able to do it. Thank you for that question. I appreciate it.
Sir,
Yeah.
given what you just said, what structural changes would you like to see in the UN, and what role do you think it could play in peacekeeping, for example, going forward, given what you just said?
Well, it's a fantastic role in peacekeeping. It should be great. I mean, we shouldn't have any wars if the UN's really doing its job. I know they were involved originally with Russia, Ukraine, and that didn't get done because that was the time to stop it. But no, I always say about the UN, fantastic potential, but it's all about the people, you know. You can have a wonderful concept, but if you don't have the people. The UN has never lived up to its potential. but I'm the example of it. We do all these wars, and we weren't helped by the UN. We weren't hurt by them, but we weren't helped. They didn't do anything. And they're supposed to be solving these problems. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you, Brad.
We have a lot of meetings. We have a lot of meetings to go.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. It's a great honor to be with the president of Uzbekistan. He's highly respected. Been there for a long time, many years, right? About like 15 or 16. That's a long time. And the only reason you can be at a country that long is when you're very smart and very competent. So I just want to thank you very much for being with us. You know, he made a big purchase of a lot of different American products. They've got plenty of money. They've got plenty of oil and plenty of money. Oil usually goes along with the money, but they've done very well as a country, and he has been a really great leader. And it's an honor to be with you again. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you. Во-первых, большое спасибо, уважаемый господин президент, что вы говорите и делаете. Вы сказали, что мы сегодня встретимся. Вот и встречаемся. Я очень благодарен вам за это. Я поздравляю вас с такой глубокой выступлением сегодня утром на сессии Организации Объединенных Наций. Это было просто феноменально. По всем вопросам вы точки поставили. Конечно, то, что мы с вами договорились в ходе телефонного разговора, все выполняется. Я еще раз хочу вас поздравить, что вот все конфликты, 7 конфликтов вы прекратили. Особенно самое главное для нашего региона, между Азербайджаном и Арменией, вы конфликты решили. Я еще раз повторяю, вы как никто достойны Нобелевской премии. Мы это говорим и будем говорить. Так что я еще раз, все вопросы, которые мы договорились, выполняются и будут выполняться. И я хочу, чтобы мы дальше продолжали наш диалог. Вам большое спасибо, что вы составили такую программу, которую мы будем вместе с вами продвигать вперед. Благодарен я вам за это.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. It is my great pleasure to be here, and I would like to congratulate you with the brilliant presentation today, the speech of yours today. Well, you were able to cover all the points of importance today, and I would like to congratulate you that you are really a person who can hold his word. So you act, you say something, and then you act, of course. You promised that we will have a meeting today, and we're now having it. So thank you for that. Besides, you were able to stop 7 conflicts all over the world, and we know that. One of them is very close in our region, and it's Azerbaijan and Armenian war. So thank you for that as well. Right. And you are a great inspiration for us, and everything that we were able to agree upon is being implemented already. Thank you very much for this dialogue, and we will be continuously working together on the program that we were able to sign up for.
Well, thank you very much. And you know, the president is speaking in about 5 minutes. He's supposed to be up there, and I want to watch him. But the president is speaking in approximately 5 minutes, so maybe we'll take a little quick question if you'd like, and we'll do one nice and fast. But it's been a real honor to be with you, and then I want you to rush out and make a great speech.
Mr. President, Ryan Ruth, the man who tried to assassinate you,
yes,
has been convicted and found guilty. What is your response?
Well, I'm very appreciative of the justice that was given and the way it was handled by Pam Bondi and Todd Blanche and everybody that it's been, and their team of people. It was really well handled, and it's very important. You can't let things like that happen. Nothing to do with me, but a president or even a person. You can't allow that to happen. And so justice was served, and we'll see what happens. But I very much appreciate the judge and jury and everybody on that. It was so professionally handled, and it's a great honor. Great honor.
Mr. President, you're meeting with Muslim and Arab leaders this afternoon.
I am.
Those for Gaza. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
It's going to be a big meeting. It's a very important meeting. But right now I have an important meeting too, because he purchased billions of dollars worth of our equipment, and we do make the best equipment in the world, so we're going to make sure it's perfect for you.
Mr. President, are there any additional deals you're thinking about signing with Uzbekistan?
Well, we are. We're talking about a couple of very big ones. He's already done some big ones today over the last few days, but we're going to have a very good, we've had a good relationship, and he and I have met before, and the relationship is really great. He's a highly respected man and leader.
Mr. President,
well, let me see. Oh.
218, 24, 19 миллиардов
Right.
долларов, 25,
Nine
35,
billion?
110, 105 миллиардов долларов.
105
С
billion
Америки.
US dollars.
105 billion, that's not bad.
Неплохо.
That's worth a 5-minute meeting, right? You agree?
Неплохо после этой встречи.
Look at all the nice, look,
Смотрите, как здорово это все.
tractors, all sorts, $105 billion.
5
Wow.
миллиардов долларов.
In 2018 through 24, he did 19.4, and now he's doing $105 billion worth of purchases. That's really a great honor. You know, I met him thinking it was less.
Вы знаете, я думаю,
Anything over a
в
billion,
любом случае, я
I do.
встречался
So,
с ним, несмотря даже если
when you go 105 billion, I'll meet him 15 or 20 times. That's really great. You go up and make your great speech.
Пожалуйста, выступите
Thank you
очень
very much.
хорошо.
It's a great honor to be
Спасибо
here.
большое. Thank
Thank
you.
you so
You're a
very
great
much.
man.
Но все равно я вас жду в Узбекистане.
But
Первый
I'm
визит должен
expecting
быть.
for you, for
Вы
your
мне
visit to
обещали первый раз,
Uzbekistan.
что
You
Самарканд
promised.
посетите.
Oh,
You have to visit Samarkand,
I
please.
love that. Well, I'm going to think about doing
С
that.
удовольствием, я подумаю об этом. Спасибо.
Спасибо большое.
Really run a great operation, a great group of people. Very smart country, and they've done really well, and I appreciate your purchase from America. Thank you. We'll be there for you. Thank you very much. Please.
Будем вас поддерживать. Спасибо.
Спасибо большое. Очень приятно.
Thank you very much. It was my great
Thank you,
pleasure.
Well, thank you very much, everybody. We have a lot of meetings scheduled, but I wanted to meet with the president of Argentina, and we both wanted to meet with friends. He's done a fantastic job, and I'm doing something that I don't often do. I'm giving a full endorsement to him. We just endorsed him for president. As you know, he has a race coming up, and I'm sure he's going to do well, but now I think this hopefully assures it. And to the people of Argentina, we're backing him 100%. We think he's done a fantastic job. He, like us, inherited a mess, and what he's done to fix it is good, and Scott is working with their country so that they can get good debt and all of the things that you need to make Argentina great again. So it's an honor for me to endorse the president and the future president of Argentina. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That's your endorsement. That wasn't bad. Now we can get out of here.
Are you going to help bail out Argentina, Mr. President?
Well, we're going to help them. I don't think they need a bailout. They're going to. He's done a fantastic job. If you look at where they were when he first ran for office and where they are now, Scott, I would say that it's pretty amazing the job he's done.
So the transformation's unbelievable. He inherited the same kind of mess you did, and he's doing the same kind of job.
He's doing a really good job, and we've watched it very closely. We've worked with him and the people of Argentina. It's a great place. It's a truly, as you know, I've been there. It's a truly beautiful country, and he's going to be very successful, and he's going to be very successful in the election. I think to complete the job, the great job that he's doing, he needs the next term. And he's going to get it based on everything I can say.
Secretary President, you said it would be a large and forceful response from the United States. Could you provide any more details on what that intervention?
Well, you know what it is. He has our backing. And having our backing, we're doing incredibly well as a country. We've never done this well, actually, as a country, including the stock market, which is setting new records virtually every day. And we are very much a fan of the job that he's done. So we are giving the president of Argentina our full backing and endorsement, and we think he's going to continue to do if he can continue to do the job that he's doing, it's going to be really something very special. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Brad.
Would you like to say something?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.